Okay, 313 recap. I wasn't too active today, but we're gonna go a little bit in depth. So first of all, I'm gonna give a little shout out to Simfa because one of my students doing a very good job at trading the model we trade. Look at this. This is a beautiful trade. Look at the risk to reward on this thing. It's beautiful. So, with that in mind, we are gonna go in depth. So, open, here's what we have. Sell-off, market maker sell model all the way throughout Asia, retracement. We have a 15-minute gap fill, which could have potentially given us shorts. I don't trade like this, but we have a 15-minute gap fill here. Yes, thank you, Nibble. I'm not dying though, don't worry. But as you can see here, bang, 15-minute gap fill, completely displaced lower. It was a potential trade entry, nothing I was looking for. And then we have, I think it was PPI that hit. And after PPI hit, it looked like we sold off without reaching the data high again. Formed equal highs, failed to take out the data high. And we also have London lows right here. What's up, Ethereal? We're doing the trade recap. This is something I just throw in my journal if I'm being honest. I let it be on my page publicly. I don't really care. So London, Asia low, that's going to be our draw on liquidity. We ran out some highs, we failed to push up higher, so where else are we going to go? We are going to go lower. So a bunch of sell side liquidity has been engineered throughout these lows. We just have a bunch resting below us. And it looks like 850 didn't offer anything in terms of macros, but I think 950 did. And this is where most people went wrong. They got stopped out. Yeah, today's daily profile, I can show you which one it was. Valid sent it to me. Oh wait, no, daily profile? It wasn't AMD or anything. I'm talking about weekly profile. The weekly profile was this one. This was the weekly profile. But with that in mind, not really anything. We have run through the lows, which I would have been bullish past this point, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I don't have 930% of gap marked out. But what we have, 950, as you can see, boom, push lower, where we ran out two lows, two very significant session lows inside of the macro. So I would want to see us get a reversal. We have this IFEG here, and this is where Baltic and a bunch of other students, they took longs off of this, and they did a wonderful job. The only issue is they did not anticipate a retracement, and they got smashed out, which this would have been a perfect long up to this high. I have my reasons for this being my draw on liquidity, but this is a very good draw on liquidity, especially because I consider it to be relative equal highs. And it looks like it was closer to OTE of the range, especially considering the data high that we have. So it was slightly above the 705 of the range. So in my opinion, that was a good draw on liquidity. There was a bunch of weird comments about gooning inside of the chat, so it's going to take me a little bit to find it. But almost everyone, or almost all the students that trade the model I trade saw this. So I'm very happy about that. They have their own understanding of it. Looking through here. Okay, looks like I can't find any other than this, which this was Eric. He's been spamming this, but get this out of here. Let's see what else happened. Can't find it. I just see the PM session longs. And the shorts. And some more longs. Okay. But everyone took this according to what I saw. And run up higher. Boom. We have another run up. Where I wouldn't consider this to be, I mean, technically this is a high probability unicorn right here, and I could go in depth on why. This is a model I used to trade, so I think I would have taken this. I'm not saying it's guaranteed or anything, but this is just the model I used to trade back in October, which if we have inducement, internal liquidity, and external liquidity, and we run out both, I consider it to be a high probability breaker. And especially with the gap right here, since we have this gap, this is a very high probability breaker trade. And we just mark out the quadrant of the thing, see if we ran into mean threshold. We did. Okay. Well, right here, decent short off this. BPR. I like to see the BPR highs remain as a protected high. So you can see that's what happened here. Very good draw on liquidity would have been lower. I would have won 0.5 of this wick. Background color. Oh, jeez. Background color is C2BAAE. Anyways, as you can see, bang, run lower. 1150, zero opportunity, nothing here. 1250, in my opinion, there's nothing here. 1350, nothing either, actually. I was watching this, and then the one thing we had, which was very kind of aggravating in my opinion, I'm looking for my long entry. I did have a long entry marked out, and I watched it play out with really good not really precision. I had a really big stop loss mainly because of the price. I knew price is just going to be acting up, and I had a clean draw on liquidity, which was these highs right here. So this high, along with this one, I was thinking that this is going to be kind of like, as I stated, the high probability breaker, where we have inducement and internal liquidity, and we have external, and then we have a high probability breaker block. So I'd be using this whole down close like here, and we look for shorts when we close under this. We would have had so much drawdown, which would have kind of invalidated the trade, but as you can see, gave us a decent reaction lower. New day opening gap after seeing S&P's form. Oh shoot, where's the new day opening gap? Oh, first trade of the day. Dang, nice. A lot of inducement above this new day opening gap. I want to see what happens when we get up into it. But with that in mind, like, here we have the one trade I noticed. Okay. Just trust me, I noticed it. I can't find the screenshot anywhere of me showing it. Right here. This one right here. Oh shoot, Nico! Dang, okay. Nico did everything well right here. He actually did this perfectly, but I didn't even realize he took that. Oh my goodness. Okay. But here we go. Bang. We have the clear draw on liquidity. It got ran out perfectly. And just inducement external. That's really what it was. And that's what I was going based off of. Run lower. We had small S&T with YM somewhere down here. I was noticing it. I rushed because I was in the gym. I booked out of the gym 249. And I was looking for... Which one is it? Yeah, 249. I sat down. It was like 243 right here. And then I want to see this inversion get inverted. And that would have been my long entry. Stop loss would have been mean threshold of the order block. And I need to start trusting my strat more. Like, I got a pale with it, and I've been doing so. It's so consistent and good. It's just I want to trade like Powell or something, and it just messes me up. Even though I get really good results with what I trade. So as you can see here, run through this, run through this. So I knew we were going to be lower. We have the protocol to go lower. I would have wanted to see S&T form for a very high probability setup, but as you can see, we have this inversion right here, BPR. So first of all, BPR. Run through this high. I'm considering this to be a protected high because of the BPR. I do not want to see this high get invalidated. So, I don't... Protected high right here. And I would not want to see this BPR get retraced into. I want to see this act as a breakaway gap. So, when we have this and we have a breakaway gap, I really look for the first presented entry we get. And the first presented entry we got was this inversion right here. Oh, shoot. So first entry we got, because we have breakaway gaps, I'm trying to rush into a trade. I don't really care about retracement. I'm not looking for a retracement. After seeing this, I want to see us go lower with speed. And the students know this, so when we saw this, we got the closure below. Once we close below, we look for the retracement into it. Boom, top tick. And let's go find Sympha's entry real quick. Look at his stop loss. Top tick, and it was like one tick above. I think he was also anticipating this gap up here to be a breakaway gap. Right up here to not retrace into this gap, which look how crazy the stop loss is in risk to reward. And this take profit was almost near bottom tick for that take profit. Which one was it? I think it was at the... Yet. Not this low. That wouldn't have hit take profit. That would have destroyed. Probably like a 5-minute gap or something, because we look for different confluences, or we go based off of other confluences. I have no clue what his take profit would have been. I would have just plopped down standard deviations from this high and this low and just called it a day at second standard deviation. Oh shoot, that's what he targeted. Dang, okay. Nice. Yeah, Powell is shiny object. Okay, so boom. Very good risk reward. This is like Powell level with the model I trade. And like, I don't know. I shouldn't have like any type of negative emotion towards it. Because this is like a really easy to notice trade. I think most of the people, I mean, almost everyone in the black sheep can understand this, and they can actually execute on this, as you saw with almost everyone else. No, it's just, I don't know. I should be able to consistently trade, it's just I don't wake up on time, and I leave too early. I only saw this long, and got up right after that, and we had this beautiful short. Realistically, though, my stop loss would have been mean threshold of the order block. Oh, dang, nice. Okay, yeah. I mean, mean threshold of this gap, because I would have anticipated some wicks into it, but that was pretty good. But yeah, shout out to Info for seeing that. I was off, so I wasn't able to take it. Very good setup though. Very nice setup. And from here, 1550 actually had a really good setup as well. Wow. These PM session macros are doing numbers. Actually, there was no inch. Oh wait, volume imbalance. There was an entry. Yeah, there was an entry. Wow. Okay, so yeah, we have another long entry right here. We used the volume imbalance right here at the high. What's up with the gap? Open macro, manipulation lower, running, we tap into second standard deviation as you can see. So we have manipulation or basically inducement above. We have manipulation into the second standard deviation where we want to see a retracement or a reverse. Let me go see if there's like some sort of special level here that we could have looked for. Because usually we do inside of the standard deviation. And I look for something off of that. Maybe it could just be like CISD off this breaker or order block we could have been anticipating. I don't know though. Not really something I'm interested in. FG, I don't really see anything we could have bottom ticked off of. But as you can see, very clean long here, manipulation into the second standard deviation, which is also I consider to be a key level. So we have all of our criteria met. Now we have the run up higher. SMT here would make it so much more high probability in my opinion. So let's just go take a quick look for SMT. And we have SMT at the lows. So SMT, this is almost an A+ setup right here at the 350 macro, which very good job. I don't think anyone actually ended up taking this one though. It was just something to observe. This is for observation. SMT at the lows. We should have a high probability order block re-entry as well right here. So we have 2 entries, and as you can see, since we have the SMT here, this is a high probability order block. We want to see the bodies respected, and as you can see, the bodies are respecting it, and we have a closure above, bodies respect higher. So higher up until where we could just use standard deviations again. And just plop this down. And okay, you would have had to hold through market close. I don't know. You probably would have just had to close somewhere up here before market close. More than likely, you would have caught something up here. But we're going over this one more time. All the narrative that we need for a long off this inversion. Stop loss around consequent encroachment of the inversion. We do not want to see it come back into that range. And I guess you can just target up higher. I don't really know higher up until where. Just somewhere up here. That's where you want to be targeting. And if we didn't catch that one, we have the order block. But I like to see 2 PD arrays, like the ones I trade. This one right here, this one, 2 of them supporting them, makes it higher probability. So for the people on my YouTube stream, do you guys have any questions about this? I'll wait, because I know the stream's delayed. Let me know if you guys have questions. I'll be waiting for like 3 minutes, and then we're chilling. So, analysis for tomorrow is going to be, honestly, I don't know. Probably bullish. Yeah, bullish. Okay. What am I getting alerted in? One here, and then I have another alert somewhere else. Oh, Eric, he's DMing me. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, I know, I see it. Okay. Perfect. Alright. That